Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Jason here, and today I'm bringing you guys a tutorial video, which I don't normally do, but this was such a big thing, I felt like I had to do it. Basically, in this video, um, I'm going to be showing you guys on PC how you can get unlimited Mega Gobblegums without having to ever spend liquid divinium or pay for any of it. Um, Unfortunately, this only works offline and with mods on. You can't use this online, obviously, because it is technically cheating. Um, you're not going by the game's rules, so if you have to use this offline if you don't want to get banned. So let's get straight into this. First thing you guys are going to want to download is in the first link in the description. It's this cheat engine here. So what you want to do is click on this download button here, then click add and download. And once you do that, click add extension. And then it'll start to download right here. And once that is downloaded, it'll show up here. You can right click on that and click remove and click remove. And then you can just close out that tab. But you have the cheat engine here. Then you want to drag that onto your desktop or wherever you want to download it, and it will show up like this. You want to double click that and install it onto your computer. Just go through the installation process. It's pretty easy. And then you will get this file here somewhere on your desktop or wherever you saved it to. Once you do this, you can just try to open it and click yes. Sometimes it may give you an error. But if this screen shows up, you did it perfectly fine. Then you want to go back to the browser and click on the second link I have in the description here. And this is the forum page where if you have any questions, read it through this and you usually can figure it out. But yeah, that's one of the things. But to download this, you actually have to make an account on this page. It asks you for your email and a password and a username. So if you have to do that. I may be able to just upload the file that I have, but either way, if you can just make an account on this. So once you have done that, some of this is actually different than what I'm gonna say. It's a lot more complicated than it is. So I'm doing it the simpler way. So what you want to do is click on this and it's going to pop up here. Then you want to drag that onto your desktop. So once you've dragged it onto your desktop, we can start to open up Black Ops 3. So while Black Ops 3 is opening, I'm just going to explain the premise of all of this. So basically what's going to happen is you are going to be offline and you are going to replace the data that is behind all of the classic gobblegums, and you are going to replace it with mega gobblegum data. So Arms Grace is a classic gobblegum that you can use offline. We are going to replace that data with Perkaholics data, so that when you pop an Arms Grace gobblegum, it is going to think that you just used a Perkaholic gobblegum. So that's the way it works. This does work with some Sonic Chronicles gobblegums. It definitely works with all DLC 4, DLC 3, DLC 2, and DLC 1 gobblegums. So yeah, let's get straight into this. So once you get on Black Ops 3, just go to this menu here, click Play Offline, and click Play Offline. Once you're there, you want to go to Mods, and you don't have to do this. If you want to, you can, but if you don't want to, it's perfectly fine. I'm going to. You can load up a mod, so this means that you can play with any of the mods from the workshop on Black Ops 3. You can just look up how to do that. You subscribe to items, and then you just want to go to zombies. Once you're at zombies, this is the big thing. So I'm going to call this screen 2 here. Screen 2 is all that matters. Screen 1 is this right here. This screen 1 does not matter at all. It's all about this screen 2 here. So what you want to do is go onto your desktop. Alright, like that. And then you want to open up the file that you downloaded. With this file, you're going to extract this right here onto your desktop once again, or wherever. It's just easier to extract it. So right here I have it, and then you want to right click on it, click open with, And if you've done the cheat engine installation properly, click choose another app. It'll show here, and the cheat engine will be available to use. So that is how you use it. It's a CT file, so usually I would click this because it's a table file, but you can do whatever. It doesn't really matter. So now what you want to do is click on that, then it shall. You can double click on that, click yes, and it shall open a thing that looks like this. So this is your modding table here. Now, the way we downloaded this, we already have our tables down here. So this is the biggest thing that you're going to need to look out for. This right here. So these are each of your gobblegum slots right here. So your arms grace, always done swiftly, stock option, danger closest, and firing on all cylinders can be replaced. The examples here that we have is arms grace is replaced with perkaholic, always done swiftly is replaced with aftertaste, and stock option killing time, and so on and so forth as it says. But as we minimize it here, so now what we want to do is attach this to the Black Ops 3 game that is running. So we're going to file, open process, and then we're going to go to the Black Ops 3, select that, and click open. And then you're going to click yes to keep the tables here. Now, as you can see, if these are connected as it says up here, so what you want to do is click this checkbox here. So what we want to do is replace the arms grace gobblegum with perkaholic. The game is going to seem like it crashes, but it just recovers, goes to minimum frames. But as you can see on screen 1, nothing has changed. But if we go over to screen 2 by clicking the gobblegum, you can see that perkaholic is now a gobblegum in the classic menu, which is kind of weird, but sometimes they get replaced around. It's alphabetical order in some case scenarios. So it's replaced with a whimsical or something like that, but other than that, it's usually pretty smooth. But as you can see, Ultra Rare Mega activates immediately, gives you all the perks on the map. So it's right here. This is the big screen. So as you can see, Perkaholic's there and there, but it's not going to be there because the game is a little bit weird sometimes. So this will work with all of these other check marks here. But that's not the only thing that you can do. As you see, I just clicked that box. So as you can see, if we go into Gobblegum, we're going to have aftertaste there as well. But let's say that the next one here, all of the default things that we have, stock option, I don't want to be killing time. I want stock option to replace, I don't know, something else. So I'm going to have a text document down in the description that you can open up here. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's definitely not reliable. So I would not use this as your main thing, but it could help you to double check some things. Some of these are not typed in right, so do not trust all of this. I can tell you that round robin is sometimes right. It's very iffy. But as you can see here, we have a lot of these gobblegums, but then there's a bunch of numbers beside them. So these numbers are actually called their hex translation from their ACII, and you don't need to know what that means. But the hex translation is a big thing that you want to know. So if we open up our browser again, and then we click on, or then we search ASCII to hex, you can just click .com. Oops. Oh man, I can't type. It'll bring up this page right here. So this ACC to hexadecimal. That's what the game reads it as, but you read it as ACC or ASCII. The game reads it as hexadecimal, so these are just some of the translations so that you don't have to do some of them. So the gobblegums that the way we're going to replace this default is by right-clicking, going to change script, and then it's going to be a lot of code that shows up here. So these are going to be the 2 lines that we're going to focus on. 2 lines that we're going to focus on, 4 and 5. So line 4 is the local pattern That means the local gobblegum that you are going to replace, like basically your base so it's going to be your classic gobblegum. So in this example, we're using stock option, as you can see here. So stock option, if we look, these are the exact same because it's in hexadecimal form. This and this are the exact same numbers. And then the local replace is killing time. So down here you can see killing time, 6B69. You can see 6B69 is replaced. But let's say we don't want the stock option to be replaced with killing time. We want it to be replaced with killjoy. So all we would need to do is select this right here, Control C, and then Control V in its place. And as you can see, before the lines were perfectly even, and now they're not. So the big thing that you need to do on this is for every single blank 2-character space that you have, you want to put 2 zeros. So on all of these, we need to have 2 zeros. Now, the big thing that I need to stress is that this top one here needs to be longer than this one here, or the one that's right here. This is because this is the way the game reads it. So if this one were to be something like Who's Keeping Score, which has a multitude of characters, two space characters on it, it would obviously be a lot longer than this because it would be something like that. So that would not work. It has to be, this one has to be greater than, so you can place the zeros in, or they have to be equal to each other. So let's say we did want to do Who's Keeping Score or Dead of Nuclear Winter. The simple way to do that would be to replace this, a longer version of like our mental accomplishments, because that's a super long one. So we can just replace that with one of the Dead of Nuclear Winters or Immolation Liquidations. And that fixes the whole problem because they're both about the same amount of characters. So once you've done that, you want to click OK. And it's going to lag the game for a minute, but it's all okay. It'll load, and then there you go. It'll work. So now you can see if we click this checkbox to activate the code behind it, then the game, but then we'll come back, and as you can see, we just replaced whatever was here, stock option, with Killjoy. And yeah, so as you can see, there's a slight problem with some of these. Killjoy here only says Killjoy, but this one actually gets the description. Sometimes that's because it's just there's not enough coding behind it. So this last website that I'm going to show you, if this paper is wrong here, which I would always check, is this ASCII. So let's say that we want to look at let's look at aftertaste or head drama, or no, let's do round robin. So as you all know, round robin would usually be spelled like this: ROUND Robin, then a hyphen there, or not a hyphen, a apostrophe. So this is going to translate into ASCII, which the human can easily do. So basically, for every uppercase level, so there's no uppercases, there's only lowercases. So we have round. Then there's no spaces, there's only underscores. And then Robin, and then all of the special characters, any of those, you don't add in. So it's just round underscore Robin with no apostrophe, no caps, and only an underscore. Then you click convert here, and you can see the hexadecimal form. So this is the form that the code reads it as. So you just replace this with danger closest wall power, and see if we click on change script, you just change this hexadecimal round robin, and swap it in for this hexadecimal of wall power. So I hope that did make sense to you guys. If you have some more questions, you can type them down in the comment section below, and if it's really not working for you, you can read this, but this is a way more complicated way to do it. But now I'm going to show you some gameplay of it. So we have Killjoy, Perkaholic, and Aftertaste on. So as you can see, we're starting up the game here. And like I said before, guys, this is basically eliminating every single use for all of the things that you have to do, like divinium spinnings. It just eliminates all that use because, well, because. So as we can see, we just skip it through here, and then my frame rates are gonna suffer a little bit. I find that you don't usually get your maximum frame rate, but you can run over this gobblegum machine here. And as you can see, we get firing on all cylinders, which we do have on our pack here. But as I said before, when we loaded up this mod from the Steam menu, we have client main modifications. We can just toggle God mode and score menu, which can just max out the score here to give an example. So we hit the gobblegum again, and we get Workaholic. So as you can see, the actual doesn't look like a Perkaholic at all, but it is, because it did activate and give me all the perks on the map. So again, we'll hit it, and let's see what we get this time. We get Coagulant, a regular gobblegum. And I do want to mention that you can have multiple gobblegums in this. So if I wanted to, I could have all of these switched to Perkaholic, because I just replaced all the gobblegums in this list with Perkaholic. But now I'm going to hit the gobblegum again. And, alright, we can hit the gobblegum. And it will be Killjoy. So if we get to Killjoy, and we pop it, it works the exact same as Killjoy on regular. Just pop them. Yeah, so that's how it works. And then that's basically it. For the last one, we have Aftertaste here. I'll just show you Aftertaste. It works. Turn off the God mode, throw away the widows. But yeah, so if you guys did enjoy, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions about any of this, then please type them down below. As you can see, Aftertaste does work. And when I pull up the tab menu here, nothing happens. There's no numbers next to any of the gobblegums, so I have unlimited amounts of them. So if you guys did enjoy this, please share a like. Like I said before, if you're having trouble with any of this, just type it down in the comment section below. But last thing I want to show you guys is the fact that you can save these. You just click File, Save As, and then save it as something. This one you can just do tutorial or something, but I have multiple on my things here. One is they automatically save to this PC. They save to this. One second. They save to one of these drives here. I forget. D drive? No. They save to this PC. Yeah, they save to this PC and then into documents and then into my cheat table. So the Garage Groovy Easter egg, I can open that up, attach it, and it's all the gobblegums that I need for Garage Groovy. So yeah, that's basically it. Not much more to talk about. Just don't take this online. It usually it gives you errors and it'll ban you. So if you guys did enjoy, uh, be sure to like, uh, and I'll see you guys later.